Angel Reese made waves when she demanded superstar-level pay on her podcast. The only problem? She followed it up with a game that looked more like a greatest hits collection of missed layups. Seriously, if there were an award for bricklaying in basketball, she might have just secured a nomination. There are two different viral videos floating around right now, both showing Reese struggling to finish at the rim. And just when you thought the timing couldn't be worse for her argument, it actually gets funnier. So, what exactly did she say? And why did her performance make her case crumble? Let's break it down. The bold claim, if we don't get paid, we're sitting out on a recent episode of her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, which, let's be honest, might as well be called unintentionally comedic. Reese sat down with her partner in delusion, Dejonae Carrington. The conversation quickly escalated into what might be the most unrealistic ultimatum in WNBA history. Reese didn't just advocate for higher pay, she threatened a boycott if she didn't get what she wanted. Her words, I said, I'm hearing if they don't give us what we want, we sitting out. Angel Reese, who has yet to establish herself as a dominant WNBA force, believes she has the power to bring the league to its knees. But if you're going to demand superstar money, the worst thing you can do is turn around and play nothing like a superstar. When talk doesn't match the performance. While Reese was busy demanding superstar treatment, Caitlin Clark was actually playing like one, breaking viewership records, filling arenas, and, most importantly, making her shots. Meanwhile, Reese was converting layups into blooper reels, the game immediately after her bold declaration, a bricklaying masterpiece. One of her shots didn't just miss, it smacked the bottom of the backboard. It was like she was trying to get out of the gym early, and it gets worse. At one point, it looked like her teammates stopped passing her the ball, maybe out of embarrassment. Wait, her rent is how much? Reese's rookie contract pays her about $73,000 this year as part of a 4-year, $325,000 deal, completely standard for WNBA rookies. But according to Reese, that's not enough. She went viral on TikTok, complaining that the WNBA salary doesn't even pay one of her bills. Then she casually revealed that her rent is $8,600 per month, which is more than her entire WNBA salary. I mean, at that point, maybe budgeting is the issue, not the league. But rather than reassessing her financial choices, she doubled down, taking to social media to reinforce that she was serious about sitting out if her demands weren't met. One of her biggest complaints? That future WNBA rookies like Juju Watkins may end up making more money than her. Reese signed a 4-year rookie contract. Even if the WNBA negotiates a new CBA that raises rookie salaries, she's still bound by the contract she signed. Imagine if every second-year NBA player demanded a raise just because the salary cap went up. That's not how it works in any league. The WNBA isn't rich enough for demands like this. It's important to remember, the WNBA is still losing money, about $40 to $50 million per year. This league isn't the NBA. It doesn't have the financial cushion to start ripping up contracts just because Angel Reese suddenly wants a bigger paycheck. If she does sit out, what happens? Well, I wouldn't miss watching The Fever and Caitlin Clark. But outside of that, the WNBA wouldn't even notice if Reese wasn't playing. Superstars earn their paychecks. They don't demand them. If you want to demand superstar money, you better play like an all-star. But right now, Reese is leading the league in missed layups, testing the backboard's durability instead of testing defenses. Let's be honest. If Angel Reese was truly a major star, wouldn't her games be selling out? Wouldn't her jersey be flying off the shelves? Wouldn't people be paying to watch her? Instead, it's Caitlin Clark leading the WNBA in attendance, jersey sales, and viewership, while Reese acts like she's the one drawing attention. Clark's games consistently sell out. Reese's games, not so much. Clark is the reason for record-breaking ratings. Reese? She's mostly just talking about money. Reese's viral misses are comedy gold. The internet, of course, had a field day. As clips of her missed layups went viral, the comments were brutal. Pay her, please! Give her the max! She's the only player I've ever seen make a layup look hard. Does the backboard owe her money? Because she's been punishing it non-stop. At this point, someone should check if the rim filed a restraining order against her. The real reason people are watching the WNBA, Reese likes to talk about being the face of the WNBA. But when she's on the court without Caitlin Clark, the viewership numbers tell a different story. When Clark isn't in the game, ratings drop. When Reese plays without Clark on the other side, viewership numbers plummet. Angel Reese has never been shy about using her voice, whether it's on the court, in interviews, or on her podcast, Unapologetically Angel. But her latest comments about WNBA salaries have sparked a debate that goes beyond just dollars and cents. It's about performance, star power, and what it truly means to be a difference maker in professional sports. On a recent podcast episode, Reese made waves by suggesting that WNBA players, including herself, deserve significantly higher salaries. She even went as far as implying that if the league didn't meet their demands, players might refuse to take the court. Her exact words, "If they don't give us what we want, we're sitting out." It was a bold statement, one that naturally sparked discussion among fans, analysts, and even fellow players. But the problem wasn't just what she said, it was what happened next. Just days after demanding superstar-level pay, Reese took the court and put on a performance that was, to put it lightly, less than superstar caliber. She went 5 for 13 from the field in her next game, struggling with missed layups and poor shot selection. 2 separate videos circulated online, showcasing what could only be described as a highlight reel of missed opportunities. The timing of this couldn't have been worse. She asked for more money and immediately followed it up with a performance that made her the subject of viral blooper reels rather than MVP discussions. This led to an inevitable question. Does Angel Reese actually have the leverage to demand higher pay? Let's break it down. To understand this situation better, let's take a look at the numbers. Reese is currently on a standard WNBA rookie contract, which pays her approximately $73,000 per year as part of a 4-year, $325,000 deal. This is in line with what all rookies earn, regardless of their college success or media presence. Yet on TikTok, Reese went viral after claiming that her WNBA salary doesn't even cover one of her bills, revealing that she pays $8,000 per month in rent, which is actually more than her yearly WNBA salary. Now, budgeting decisions are personal, but this raised a few eyebrows. Instead of adjusting her lifestyle, she doubled down and made it clear that she believes the issue isn't with her expenses, but with how little the WNBA pays her. But here's the catch. WNBA contracts, like those in every professional sports league, are collectively bargained agreements. These contracts don't change overnight, and any rookie entering the league today signs a deal under the same structure. Even if the next CBA negotiations result in higher salaries, current players, including Angel Reese, will still be bound by the deals they originally signed. Yet Reese isn't just frustrated with her own paycheck. She also expressed concern that future rookies, like Juju Watkins from USC, might enter the league under a new contract that pays them more than current players. The problem? That's exactly how professional sports work. Every generation benefits from improved salaries, increased TV deals, and rising revenue. If NBA players from the 90s demanded retroactive raises because today's players make more, we'd never hear the end of it. While Reese is demanding more money, Caitlin Clark is out there earning it. Record-breaking TV ratings. WNBA games featuring Clark are drawing millions of viewers, with numbers that rival NBA and college basketball broadcasts. Sold-out arenas. The Indiana Fever's road games are selling out across the country, with tickets going for NBA-level prices. Merchandise sales. Clark's jersey is the top-selling WNBA jersey, and the Fever are now one of the most in-demand teams in the league. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's games don't see the same level of interest when Clark isn't on the court. When she plays against Clark, numbers spike, but when she plays without her, the WNBA's viewership and attendance numbers take a noticeable dip. That's not just speculation. That's measurable data. So while Reese is pushing for a higher salary, the reality is that she simply does not generate the same revenue that Clark does. Sports salaries aren't about fairness, they're about marketability and impact. Here's where things get even more interesting. Let's assume for a moment that Reese's argument had merit. Let's say WNBA players were all given massive salary increases tomorrow. Would Reese's performance actually justify that paycheck? The answer? Not yet. She is currently shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to convert routine layups and often failing to finish around the rim. Viral clips of her missing wide-open shots are spreading across social media, with fans sarcastically calling for her to get a max contract as they watch yet another easy bucket bounce off the backboard. If a player is going to demand top-tier pay, they need to deliver top-tier results. Clark is proving her worth night after night, while Reese is proving that her game still has major gaps that need improvement. Reese is undoubtedly a talented player, but her struggles with efficiency and finishing are a real concern. If she wants to be paid like a star, she has to perform like one, and that means converting more than 35% of her shots in the paint. The elephant in the room is that the WNBA is still not profitable. Reports indicate that the league lost between $40 and $50 million last season, and it continues to be heavily subsidized by the NBA. While players like Clark are bringing new eyes to the league, the reality is that the WNBA is still working to grow its revenue streams. Simply demanding higher salaries without increased viewership, sponsorship deals, and overall profitability is not how business works. This is a stark contrast to how Clark approaches the situation. Instead of issuing ultimatums, she acknowledges the progress the league is making and emphasizes building for the future. She isn't demanding more money. She's earning it by performing on the court and increasing the WNBA's overall value. Reese, on the other hand, seems to believe that she should be paid for what she represents rather than what she produces. At the end of the day, the biggest difference between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark isn't just their playstyles or their personalities, it's their approach to success. Reese is loud, confident, and unapologetic. But when it comes time to back up her words with elite performances, the results have been inconsistent. Clark, meanwhile, lets her game do the talking. If Reese truly wants to be paid more, there's only one way to make that happen. Elevate her game, become a legitimate superstar, and contribute to growing the WNBA's audience the way Clark has. Until then, all the contract complaints in the world won't change the fact that basketball, and sports in general, rewards performance, not just personality. What do you think? Does Angel Reese have a point, or is she getting ahead of herself? Let me know in the comments below.